What's up, guys? So today was a pretty good day. Keeping my average pretty high. I'm averaging around 7 canine a day. So after 12 checks, I'm looking pretty good. I'm sitting around 91 canine. So I want to say 84 coyotes, and then the 7 fox that I've caught. I've been running this exclusively the no BS traps, the juniors, and they've been top notch. I mean, they've been lights out. Honestly, I haven't had really any issues. Did have a few little deer snaps here and there, but that's going to happen on the trap line, and rightfully so. They're curious animals. They have a small home range, so they're going to, at least until the rut, they're going to kind of be nosing around, and you're just going to have to deal with that. That's going to be something like a hurdle that you have to put up with. But I've been just running my bait, and then Bob went coyote urine, so he's from Indiana, and the only reason I'm throwing his name out is because I have actually asked him if I could. He has plenty of urine to get rid of, and he has the creme de la creme. I mean, there's other guys, like One-Legged Johnny and a few other guys from Indiana that collect and do a really, really good job. So I'm not going to sit here and say that Bob's is the best. Bob's is just the stuff that I use. And a lot of guys that I know use it. A lot of my friends use it, and I get it for quite a few people and send it to them and let them use it. So it works. It's top-notch shit. I mean, I'm not just going to sit here and promote something that I think is garbage. So if I thought it was garbage, I would tell you straight up. I mean, there's no reason for me to lie. There's no reason for me to be untruthful to you guys. And honestly, I appreciate all the views and all the comments and questions and everything that I get. So I'm not going to be one of those guys that's like, oh, hey, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, blah, blah, blah. I really don't give a shit. If you don't want to do any of that, don't do it. It doesn't bother me one bit. I love doing what I do, and I love promoting and giving out good quality information. So, like I said, beginning of the video, you saw some of the coyotes that are on the ground, some back here hanging. So, and then I've got others. I did have the whole system running. If you can see right up here, I had my drying system running, and I had my tumbler going. So I've got pelts in the tumbler going. I would continue doing that, but it's just so freaking loud that you wouldn't be able to hear a single word I'm saying. So I've got pelts in the tumbler. I have pelts hanging up on the drying racks. It's working really well. I did take some advice from an older gentleman, and I'm not going to say his name because I never got his permission, but he's on several forums and he's been open about it. But he did say, like, once you get done scraping, let the fan hit them for a few hours, kind of help you out. I do borax some of mine, well, all of mine, but in some areas, the armpits. I used to borax the whole entire thing, but I really just do the armpits, kind of down by the tail and then up on the head. And I think that it's worked really well for me. I've also done the whole body, where I put it in a small garbage can and shake it up, kind of like you were going to be like breading your chicken for fried chicken. So that's worked well for me, but I have heard through the grapevine that a lot of tanneries don't like it. And that's the approach I'm going with these past few years is sending them to tannery, and then I'm going to sell them piecemeal myself, sell them to, like a novelty market or like a tourist market. So that's kind of what's been on the agenda. I do want to show you guys some scraping stuff, some skinning, just some little tidbits, tricks here and there. Had a guy follow along with me or ride along with me the other day, and I was back home skinning and did a few things, and he's like, oh, I've never seen that done before. So that's something I really want to show, and I'm not going to be completely 100% open about it, because I'm going to allow that to be to the guys that subscribe to my website. So the guys that pay, they're actually going to get to see that. and it's not nothing against the public. It's just YouTube and TikTok and everything dings my channel. I get flagged all the time, and you know, I'm not doing this just, you know, I'm not doing this just to kind of play tiddlywinks. I want to do this, and I want to make people better, and I want to make people more efficient, more effective, more successful. That's what I want to do. So the guys that are actually paying the website, which ultimately pays me for the subscription, which is like 36 cents a day. So those guys that are you know, willing to do that and take that time to watch the videos, I'm going to show them the tips and the tricks and the secrets. So if that's something that you're interested in, you know, I can definitely throw up a link or put a link in the description. You can click on it. It's $10.99 a month. It's super cheap. I mean, if you buy a case of beer a day, or if you buy 2 packs of smokes a day, or 2 cans of chew, you can afford that. Or if you're going out to, you know, McDonald's and buying you some lunch, you could probably afford that if you're doing it daily. Now, if it's something that you're not gung-ho about, try it out. If you don't like it, private message me. I'll send you your money back. I really don't care. I don't need the money, but it allows me to drive, put these videos together, put miles on my vehicle, the wear and tear on my equipment. It allows me to do all of those things and then try and still produce a high quality video and a high production video. So without, you know, I'm going to be done rambling about that. The things that I've seen and that I've been successful with this year, it's just been me using my bait that I make, and I don't care if you buy it. You buy any commercial bait you want. And then I'm just using coyote urine, and I get that from Bob Went. And Bob Went has been doing this, you know, since I was knee-high to a grasshopper. Actually, even before I was probably born. So I'm 33 years old, and he's 74, 75. So he's been doing this a long ass time, and he knows what he's doing. And I don't need to say that. If anyone knows Bob Went, you guys know that he knows what he's doing. But I get the urine from him. I make my own bait. I get the bobcat meat, and then I make the own recipe. I age it all. I do everything myself. No one else helps me, except for my wife whenever I'm shipping it out, and she's making the shipments for you guys. So yeah, it's been fun. I'm on check day 12, and I'm doing well. I'm doing really well. I'm on par. The bait I'm using is on par with what I used last year, and I can't thank the gentleman enough last year for letting me try his bait. And honestly, if I didn't go this route, I would still be using his bait, because he makes high-end, top-quality shit. He makes good stuff, and I talk to him still to this day. So I'm not saying mine's the end-all to be-all, but I know mine works. I've seen the numbers. I've been productive with it. I've sent it to people. They've been productive with it. I'm also making a lure. The lure has been formulated, and I did get in a lot of the ingredients from Bob Went. So, you know, thanks, Bob. I appreciate it. I can't thank you and Kathy enough. You know, you and your boy. So, really appreciate that. But yeah, I've just got some fur going on. I've got a little bit of going to try and take off. I've got 8 that need to come off, and then I'm doing a few, scraping a few. I've got 6 more that need to go on. I've got 3 in the tumbler that they need to get scraped. So my whole thing was, I didn't really want to waste my freezer space this year. Well, that ended up happening. I ended up having to throw some stuff in the freezer. I did have a little bit of slippage. And the ones that were slipping, I did end up scraping, and I'm hoping to stall them out. Just a little bit on the bottom by the tail. Nothing major. The belly still look good. And so we're rolling. We're seeing what we can do. I've got 2 check days left. Hopefully I can continue to run about a 7 canine average and be over the 100 mark. But, you know, this was kind of just like a me talking to you, a little rant. And I really appreciate it, guys. And I honestly look forward to making you guys some some good videos, especially the guys that are on the website. Some really good. I have a lot of private videos that are about to be uploaded, and I really think you're going to enjoy it. Definitely some stuff, some set reconstruction, and it's going to be, it's going to be just all access. So it'd just be like if you're out there riding with me. And thanks again. Take care, guys. All right, so this is the tumbler. The tumbler is probably about 4.5 foot tall. It's just a big drum. It's got PVC sheeting on the outside, and it's got some braces that go across. A guy made it for me. He's a really good guy, and these things go in looking like complete scum. I mean, let me be honest. They don't go in looking the best, but I want to show you what they come out looking as. And while I'm getting my gloves on, there's definitely something that I want to let you guys know, if you're not already. And I'm not paid to do this or anything, but this is Trapper's World. Yeah, I just got subscribed to it. I had submitted some articles to it when I was in my youth, and I got I think I got one published or something way long ago. I mean, back in 2003 maybe. But really good. Tara Roach, she does a good job. There's always some good articles. O'Gorman always has an article in there, and then you have just your other top guys, or guys that are just putting stuff out just for your knowledge. And it's a really good read. Instead of just sitting there and playing on your phone, it's actually a pretty good read. Anyways, I know you want to probably see this, so especially with what it does. Let me shake the medium out. But I mean, it fluffs it up. It makes it look nice and dry. Got a nice sheen to it. I mean, look at that belly. And that's an October caught coyote. It's got nice white belly. It's not broke down. Looks really good. And I know you guys probably don't believe me, so I got a few more I'll pull out for you. You can take a look at them. But looks good. Now the belly, look, that redness, if you can see that red tint, that's just from them licking themselves. But I mean, it does a phenomenal job cleaning and getting out any mud, gunk, and dried up dirt. Let's see here. Oh yeah. These last two I'm pulling out, they were mud balls. I mean, mud balls. I cleaned them, but they still had like that matted fur look. A little woolly, a little weak, but it beats the heck out of having them brush beat or guard hairs, broke off, anything like that. And I mean, that's just from one tumble. So you think after you get done doing the whole makeup, the whole workover, oh man, they look top notch. And when I sell these, I usually get a pretty good average on them. It's usually higher than most of the averages that you'll see out there. And I think it's from just the fur put up, going through, scraping them, and making sure that they are, the best that they can be. Yeah, they might be $5 coyotes, but if you send these off to someone who's going to have them tanned, you sell them to a guy that does tannery, they might pay you a little bit higher premium for them. So that's just something to keep in mind. And I'll get these hung up and then get to skinning. So later, guys.